Jake Wilkinson. And Jake Yergerson. All right, at this time, I do have more to say because I want y'all to understand what these gentlemen accomplished. However, it is my pleasure to say that we need to let this young man go because he's qualified for state and track and field, and he needs to head over to the high school for his clap out there. So let's get that started. Thank you. Okay, so as I was saying, the whole idea of this project was presented to our students, and they were asked to work on setting goals, to collaborate with other people, with mentors from their community, manage their time, and then they ultimately were expected to follow through on giving some part of their own efforts for the benefit of others. This particular project was proposed by the gentleman here and Ronnie. They decided they wanted to build trophy cases. I don't know how many of you remember, and there are probably several of you students in this building who may not recall at all what the main hallway used to look like before the trophy cases were there. But this project took over a year to complete. These gentlemen conducted, as 7th and 8th graders, so we're talking 13, 14, conducted a variety of fundraisers. They participated in learning conversations with a number of community members and Canfield staff. And with the help of some of their parents, finally constructed the cases that you see in the hallway, which have so improved the main hallway. And now what they started there as trophy cases has grown to become sort of a central place of recognition, of reminder of how excellent we are, right? So I would like to take a moment to mention, though, another thing that these gentlemen were able to do. They reached out to and collaborated with Barrett Brothers Construction, who were so generous as to donate materials for those trophy cases. And we did reach out to Lisa Baird. I don't know if she said she thought she might be here, but I'm not sure. Lisa Baird we spoke with recently, and they are, just to thank them and invite them to the assembly this morning, since this was being recognized. And I can't say enough, she even said, if there's anything else we need to reach out, they continue to be helpful. So we do have a plaque for them that we'll make sure gets delivered. So because this whole project was meant to be a learning experience, I thought it would be fun to take a minute and just remind these gentlemen the things they told me in 8th grade that they learned. So y'all know how I love going back to Google Classroom, right? So here we go. Chris says, I took away that teamwork is required to get large projects done. It is also good to adapt to compromise on ideas. The project has taught me to work on things over a period of time. Otherwise, I'll have to cram it all in a short period of time. So I learned to plan things out ahead of time. Okay, I hope you're holding on to that one, Chris. Good call. All right, and Brock said, this is 8th grade Brock says, the biggest takeaway from this project is that the things that seem like they're going to be easier are actually very difficult. I did my best, but we did not anticipate how long some things would have taken. You need to keep communicating and stay focused on the project. Ooh, words of wisdom, Brock. I hope you held on to that. And Ronnie, so you guys are you were a good team before, so you gotta deliver this, remind him what he said. Ronnie said, my biggest takeaway from this project is learning that in order to succeed in large and difficult projects, everyone has to work together and no one can afford to not participate. I learned that large projects take time to complete and it's easier to do with guidance from others. I will use this in the future by asking people who know more about something for advice, as well as working with others on things that are too big for one person. Pretty good stuff. Jake Wilkinson said, I learned that you have to be open to teammates' ideas and have to work well together. Everyone has to do their part of work in order to get things accomplished. This project had a very positive impact on me and made me realize I could do these hard things that I didn't think I could do. Jake Jurchison says, I learned that when doing a large project, everyone must work together or it will not work out. It has a big impact, mostly because it is cool to think about the fact that we're making a trophy case that will be in front of our school for many years, and so many people are going to see what we did. And it's true, right? Here we are, and that's exactly why we're here. So, gentlemen, I'm so proud of you for the things that you learned as 8th graders, but I hope you see and heard in those words how those are still things you can take with you in the next part of your journey. And I also want to say that I want you to take with you how these plaques perhaps could be a reminder of all those things that you've already learned. I'm at one more lesson today. Okay, one more. It's important to keep being ambitious, to keep being good citizens, and to keep pushing out that empathy. Please notice what the hallway has become since you created those cases. All sorts of achievements are showcased there now around the cases that you built. An effort you started has grown, and now it holds up the achievements of others. And this is so important as you move on to the next part of your journey. When you commit and invest yourselves in each other and service for others, you leave behind things which grow and become more than you originally envisioned. I'm sure you have so much more of this to offer the world, and I wish you all the best as you venture off to give it. Thank you.